Hey guys, Greg here from the Current War. Happy Friday to everyone. So, just wanted to share one little attack here and specifically teach you something about dealing with the clan castle. So in this attack, we're going to see I'm using Lavahound here. I guess I'll go ahead and start so we can see my army. So here's my army comp. My plan is I'm going to go ahead and basically quake right by where King is standing right there. And then kind of send in the Valks. The advantage of this strategy here is that once I quake there, the base is basically one big compartment with a couple defenses clustered around the outside. So the outside defense is clustered around the northern and the eastern edges. There are no room for giant bombs between them, so that's a perfect spot for hogs. And then after that quake, we just kind of have one big component here in the middle with all the wizard towers, heroes, clan castle, town hall, etc. So Valks are perfect for the large component. So one of the things we always consider in any raid, especially now that we're getting up to the higher town halls, once you get up to 8 or 9, it's a huge concern, is how do you deal with a clan castle? And especially in this raid, my queen is down for this war, so I'm wondering, how am I going to deal with a clan castle? And before I go in, I'm thinking about different possibilities. So I brought some giants and archers, wizards and archers. So if it's like a dragon loon or something like that, I can drag it out to the corner hut out here. If it's just Valks and witches and wizards and stuff like that, I can really just kind of let my Valkyries deal with them. It'll help path my Valks to the middle. The heroes will also suck them in. They just kill witches and stuff really fast. It's not really a problem. We saw a golem actually earlier this war. So with a golem, I wanted to go ahead and kind of drag that to the outside too. Because it blowing up can really do a number on hogs or Valks. Because the explosion damage is pretty high. But then the other thing we got to worry about is a hound, right? Well, but what Cassie actually helped me notice is that if we go in from this side, I can actually just kind of ignore the hound. I don't really need to drop wizards. I can drop stuff right by this elixir storage, and my king and Valks will go straight in. And we're going to see hound pop out, and I'm literally just going to ignore it. And we'll do the entire attack, just kind of pretending it didn't happen. So I send in a hog. I see it's a hound. Here's like a second of me freaking out while I'm about to attack. I'm like, well, screw it. Let's just drop the quakes and crush this guy. So I do that. I drop my golems. I did do a couple wizards to help me path. Now, one wizard at a time, of course, is not going to be enough to kill the hound before it dies of something random. But it was enough to help me make sure that my Valks go straight in. I drop my clan castle Valks. I drop my king. And everything just bombing straight towards the middle. Those golems are tanking. Because this attack is all ground troops, king, Valks, and hogs, there's literally nothing that could possibly kill the hound. That one archer there is kind of trying, but we're going to see it doesn't obviously do very well. Dies that cannon. But the two heals here in the middle just let my Valks tear through the entire base. This clump of defenses over here on the right side is going to be perfect for the hogs. They're going to walk straight into it. And, big heal spell here covering, it looks like 6-point defenses. Now, that's pretty much exactly what you want your heal spells to be doing. The Valks kind of take a circuitous path out, but the hogs did so much damage. We can see both golems are still kind of doing their thing. And that just allows the hogs to do so much. So even as king and the Valks go out, the hogs and the golem are able to just do a ton. And we can see that hound is just still there, kind of kicking it at full health. I did not deploy my wizards. Obviously, we're in the cleanup phase here. But I just kind of made the assessment that with those several Valks and king at the north side, looks like 4 Valks left, I'm going to be able to deal with those last 2 defenses. Especially with both of the golems there, and then that hound just has been hitting the golem for a minute straight. So let's speed up a little bit. We're going to see again, I'm just kind of able to slowly work. Unfortunately, those wall breakers didn't deploy very well, but that's okay. And the king and the Valks slowly make their way around, and the golems tank for the 1 defense fine. And again, nothing's on the hound. I don't want to risk dropping the wizards because I don't have poison. I don't want those little pups to do too much damage. Probably could drop them at this point once I'm over 90, but there you go. 3-star with the Lavahound still at full health. So this is something to consider. If your pathing into the base works fine without wizards, and your queen is down, so you don't really have a lot to deal with it, this is something to think about if Hound pops out. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.